Hello survivors and welcome back to Frost. Now that we're quite well established with a base and power armor and training for it, we've been taking our time exploring the areas around us, trying to get a grip on this cold, desolate, brutal world that we inhabit. One area we haven't explored yet has been the metro tunnels leading towards the Alliance stations. There are a couple of important things I want to do while we go to the west through the metro system. Number one is to learn more about the Alliance and Federation war that happened. In terms of my character goals, I want to get him the intelligence bobblehead over at Boston Public Library, and that can be accessed through a metro station. No need to run around on the surface where it's more dangerous. We can just go through the tunnels, take out a bunch of ghouls, and then be able to save ourselves 1 point of level up by instead using the intelligence bobblehead, getting us one step closer to that glorious land where we can have double fusion core length and stop stressing about fusion cores so much. So after addressing my character's needs, making sure we were supplied for a mission, and combining two of the weapons that I had gotten earlier, two different assault rifles, making one very decent assault rifle, I made my way to an area that I have not gone to yet.
Spread out! Find him!
A rather interesting and quite hilarious mechanic. I'm not sure if this is related just to Frost or if it applies to the base game as well, but whenever you throw a Molotov on somebody, if they run near somebody else while they're on fire, they will also light that person on fire. So that one Molotov is going to end up doing a lot of damage to these poor mushroom farmers.
You killed her! Only a fucking coward hides. How much you got left?
Shit, she's down!
Sounds like someone did us a favor.
Yeah? Well, if someone's wiping out gangs, we all need to stay sharp.
Someone above is talking about our handiwork at other places throughout the map, it seems like. That tells me two things. Number one, there are some people upstairs I need to kill. And number two, it's pretty cool that Frost sort of reuses that because it's totally valid in Frost too. Raiders in Fallout 4 will often talk about your exploits whenever you come upon them if you're not immediately shooting them. And Frost reuses as much of that stuff as it can where it's relevant. Unfortunately, a side effect of killing so many people is going to be a massive hit to my sanity, as you'll see later on. But we do find a lot of alcohol and food around here, and that should make up for most of it. Additionally, on one of the survivors here, I find what is called Jim Caddy's journal, presumably the leader of this location and leader of the mushroom farmers, telling us about this station and what happened to it. Here are some excerpts. The boys keep saying the Federation's gone to shit. It'd be more accurate to say the Federation's gone. Period. Between the Muty attacks and those commie fucks down in Postal, there's only a handful of stations left to fly the old MF. But life goes on. Here's hoping for a good harvest. We got bad news from downtown. Some fancy pants asshole came down here claiming to be a quality insurance inspector. Said Marchant himself thought our shrooms were shit. My man Ian dropped him before he could get another word out. He's gonna have quite a shire to show Marchy Mark when he gets back. Beautiful. Just when we all thought shit couldn't get any weirder, Marchant wasn't too pleased with the QAI's black eye. So he, get this, exiled the entire station. I mean, I'd be worried if we weren't the last food producers for the Federation. I swear, Marchant's gone off the fucking deep end, and I, for one, look forward to seeing downtown burn. Good riddance. So the station we are currently sacking is effectively the food suppliers for the Federation. Or I guess more accurately would be to say they were the food suppliers for the Federation, both because Marchant exiled them and also because now they're all dead. You may be wondering how the people in this world and this metro system survive. I mean, it's not like you can grow much down here, right? But with the radiation levels being higher, they're able to grow glowing mushrooms which can be eaten. Not the best sustenance for a human, but you can survive on them apparently. It does make you think though. We effectively just kill what equates to the post-apocalyptic version of farmers. Lots of people depend upon these mushrooms to survive, and now these farmers are just gone.
Oh! You gotta be joking.
Outside this door is Skylight Square. This is effectively the Frost version of Good Neighbor. And while I could probably take on the survivors there would be a lot. It'd be a massive hit to my sanity, and they wouldn't have very much. There is some alcohol over at the Hotel Rexford to make up for some of it, but it's not enough to make up for the entirety of killing the whole town, and I would have to kill the entire town. I have to juggle the needs of my character with my lust for experience, and unfortunately, we're just going to have to let these guys live for a bit longer because I don't really have the sanity to make up for what I would lose up here. So instead, we venture deeper into the tunnels. My mine detector is going off right now, but interesting to note is that the mine detector also detects traps, and in this case, it's just going to be a fusion trap that's guarding the entrance to the postal station. You remember previously we heard about those commie fucks down in Postal from Jim Kennedy's journal. So the Federation seems to be more of a capitalist democratic society, whereas the Alliance have gone more towards the way of communism. And of course, because this is Fallout, we can't just live and let live, we have to kill each other over our ideals. I'll be paying the people down in Postal a visit, but not just yet. A bit further down the tracks, we find ourselves in Park Street Station. This means we are going west along the metro line underground. Here we find a bunch of poor, wretched survivors with not more than the cloth on their backs and occasionally a stick to beat us with, and unfortunately, they're not friendly. They say a desperate man is the most dangerous kind of man because they have nothing to lose.
That's what you want.
Oh, I didn't see ya. Okay. Here we go. Let's round them up. Get them all together. Wait, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Why didn't it use my... Well, that's not what I wanted. It hit him in the face instead of... Oh, well. There we go. Nice AoE damage. That was a really nice Molotov. Yeah, nice efficient use of resources, Wanderer. You did kill a lot of people, though. I'm pretty sure you're insane now, yeah? Oh yeah, you're very insane. There is more alcohol upstairs, too. There's also... Oh, right, there's a trap up here. That's what I'm getting... my mine detector's going off because of traps. I can probably turn my mine detector off for now to conserve my detector ammo, because I know where the trap is at. It's not a big deal. She's right up here. Would technically be going off when you go down through here in the base game. That's what the point is of the scale being up there. But since, you know, we're in Frost, we're going about things differently. These guys might have guns. They're not immediately hostile either, though. Just bottles. Thing is, though, I want your stuff up here, so...
You're mine now, rookie!
Who could it be?
Ain't dying for this!
Too late. They're already dead.
No way is this worth it!
Okay, now run around and go light each other on fire.
Time to dance! Playing games with me, huh? Time to reel them in. This ain't over!
Okay, let's see what we got around here. There is another trap over here, right? And that's a grenade bouquet. Always happy to get a fusion, or not a fusion core, a frag grenade. Other F word. There isn't a ton of stuff here, but there is at least enough booze here to make up for the sanity loss of killing at least the people upstairs. People downstairs, not so much, but you win some, you lose some.
Don't think I can
I really got to get another level in lockpicking, but next level is already set up. Oh, yeah, we actually got it, so I guess I can go ahead and do this before I don't forget. Yeah, that level is 8 Savant, so we can't do that. But yeah, this comes up right in the middle of Boston Commons. There is some more stuff up topside, too. Ew. Really nasty day out. Really not nice at all. Need to booze for that. Okay, Boylston Club. That's gonna be south, right? There's a bunch of stuff I want to explore out here eventually, but right now I'll just settle for getting some more booze to get our sanity in check again. This is where Swan is at normally, but Swan does not exist because super mutants don't really exist yet. And behemoths certainly don't exist yet. The Boylston Club, yes, look at twice in a row. Kind of funny. There's also another diary from Mike Daly here as well. If you recall from Mike Daly's previous journal, he was making his way down to his sister's apartment to see if she survived the bombs. Here's the excerpt from that journal. Well, found my sister's apartment. Barb. I found her body crushed under a staircase. Looks like she tried to hide under it when the bombs were falling. I just hope it was a quick death. I remember when we were teenagers growing up in the Midwest, life seemed so much simpler back then. Picnics in the grass, wrestling with the neighbor kids, riding our dirt bikes around, back when there was still oil to play with. I remember her punching out Flaherty during that army ball she snuck into. Idiot shouldn't have grabbed her ass. Good thing the Sarge was cool about it. Not that it matters now. Goodbye, little sister. Your strength and tenacity were some of your finest attributes. You'll be missed. Seen a few people here and there on the way. Most weren't looking for chat. One tough guy thought he could try and take me down with just a combat knife. Looked half insane. Skin was rotting. Otherwise, it looks like things have calmed down for now. Geiger counter is pretty quiet. I don't know why it doesn't make me feel any better. Haven't heard anything on the radio. Fusion cell in mine's almost drained. Nothing but a paperweight now. Ran into a dog scavenging in a bin yesterday afternoon outside town. Remembering I only had a few rations left, I didn't hesitate to take it down. Got a decent amount of meat. Tastes like shit though. I was going to cook it in some wine I found in a club upstairs, but the bottle I opened had an unusual taste, almost like vinegar. I spat it out.
No way I could pick this.
Still got a few water rations for now, and the river is relatively rat-free at the moment, so I refilled my canister. Tomorrow I'll head to the nearby hospital. If there's anyone still alive, they will need my help.
That's it.
It's closing time, gentlemen. If any of you have changed your mind, it's time to go. James will see you out. No one? Very well. Gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege. Before we drink, allow me to offer a final toast. To the world that was, mankind shall never see its like again.
Nothing here but poison booze, a bunch of corpses, and a bad case of the old world blues. Time to move on. I want to explore up here on the surface more, but not right now. Right now we're heading back into the metro to make our way further to the west. I was getting quite close to being full on weight capacity, so I decided to dump a whole bunch of stuff in this trash can. Later on I'll take off the power armor and come back through here because it's already cleared out. I need to be wearing power armor and using up our fusion core to carry stuff when I could just put on a backpack and accomplish the same thing. Because after all, we have plenty of time, we have plenty of food and water. The thing we don't have is fusion cores, so we want to use that as little as possible. So I'll stash stuff here, come back for it later, and I'll do this in several spots throughout our journey today. Like in real life, things are often quite tedious to do in Frost, but this is the most logical thing we can do. It makes the most sense for our survival.
Back off! This is mine!
Not everyone has to be killed. These guys will not fight me unless I get too close, and it's pretty easy to skirt around them. The experience and loot we'd gain is not worth the sanity we would lose here. These two further down, however, though, they're just going to be too close, and they're going to fight us pretty much no matter what.
Keep moving.
About it. Stay calm.
You can try to get past them, but it's very unlikely that you will, so... I think the mine that's giving me issues here is in the next tunnel over. Yeah, it's not down this line, it's down a different line. But the proximity is close enough that it's given my detector fits. We leveled up again, and am I just doing intelligence now? When can I do more on Idiot Savant? Not for a long time, right? Yeah, level 34. Oh, 22, actually, 22 is Duck and Cover, isn't it? Duck and Cover 3. Yeah, you don't trigger enemy mines. Okay. That's a no-brainer. We just don't trigger mines anymore, guys. The #1 leading cause of deaths of survivors in Frost is in fact mines, so with that perk we'll no longer trigger them at all, ever. Of course, we can still be hit by explosions from existing mines if we shoot them, or someone else runs over them, etc. But this does mean we can do some very interesting stuff later on, like clearing out that minefield between the Alliance territory and the Federation, and getting all the goodies that are in there. Back through here we find what appears to be an abandoned Metro Federation storefront. Several stores, a medical station, all leading to different areas of the underground. Presumably the war broke out, and unfortunately the Federation had to fall back and abandon their storefronts here.
Got it.
And judging by this corpse and that message, I would say that, yes, there are definitely some hostilities between the Alliance and the Federation, and this is a pretty clear warning that we are heading into Alliance territory. The Alliance people are very well equipped, and they're worth taking out. Also, there's a mine I would have just killed myself on, probably. I wouldn't have killed myself, but I would have taken damage. And these are all just gas cans, but this whole hallway is just... it's a death trap, guys. But we get a lot of free mines here. Also means we can go back through and disarm the entire minefield and get a main nuke in the tunnels as well. I forgot there's a main nuke over there. That'll be nice. I don't want all these gas cans, though. We'll pass on that. There's also a missile launcher over here, which I want to. Missile launcher trap, that is. Oh, wait, this is not... okay.
I'm warning you, back off.
Yeah, so not immediately hostile, but, I mean... okay, so we're insane right now. We should definitely have some booze and get that taken care of for the moment.
Beat it. I'm warning you, back off.
Can't get an angle on him. I guess we just gotta open the door and shoot him.
Back off. This isn't anything like training. Shooting at plywood.
One down. SMG, not what I was hoping for. They have very good guns. That's why I'm going back through here. I want all their guns and their ammo. Plus, there should be a fat man back here I can grab. Maybe a main nuke? Hey, fertilizer too. Yeah, sure. Well, actually, we don't need fertilizer. I thought we would need fertilizer for crafting ammo, but we don't, so it's not really a big deal. Probably will kill that cow too and take his meat. And that dog. And that one too. Sorry, doggos. But you're what's for dinner, you know? Citizens are not necessarily hostile right away. I'll probably kill them anyway, just to be safe. Never know when they're gonna pick up a gun. You're running at me, dude. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. A handmade. Thank you very much. I'm gonna store this in here for now. Decent receiver. Nice barrel. I have other parts for this as well. That's a good find. Put both of those in there so nobody else can get their hands on it for now. In fact, I'll just Dump everything in there for now. That'll be a place I come back to later on. Yeah, very nice find there.
Won't be able to pick this.
Okay, next level goes into lockpicking, I think. Graveyard Station. Post Office Station is a graveyard. Feds tried to attack from the surface about a week ago. Entrance sealed in the fighting. Now all they've got is the firebombed front, and to be honest, it's a goddamn wonder that line's still open at all. Won't be long before they've sealed themselves into their own grave. Anyway, we've got to find a way to get all those coffins out of there. Hurts the morale, being around the dead like that. And you know, proper burial and all that. They were heroes. They deserve better. Sorry.
Get some, motherfucker!
That was a flamer. He was coming at me with a hip fire look in his eyes. Well, the hip fire posture. High capacity large flamer. Thank you. Sledgehammer. I'll take these back. Drop them off over here. Flamer's a great weapon against humans. Really good. It kills them so fast. Got a lot of fuel for it too. We could just use it right now. Sure, why not? Take the brain fungus.
Someone help!
There are a couple more soldiers over here that will try to fight me.
I can't see!
Really? That's a freaking missile.
Let's do this.
Who's got a damn missile launcher? Okay, that's a kid.
It was nothing.
We're not attacking her. She's also not hostile.
What?
And
Over there?
she'll be a pack mule for us later on. Could have been, and so is he.
Think I'm scared, huh? What the
Sorry
hell
if that was your
Where'd
dad.
that little fucker go?
Yep, they tripped their own. They tripped their own missile launcher trap. That's quite funny. He would have swung at me eventually. What do we get here? Just a simple one? Yeah, just a simple missile launcher. Okay, I want it though, because we got like 28 missiles up north we can get. Medical Center Station, that's a good place too. And that goes down to a subway line. That's not the opposite way that we came from previously. Okay, there's stuff I want here. After a bit of looting, I talked to the only two remaining survivors of this massacre. This poor boy named, I think, Timmy, or maybe Jimmy. I forget his name.
Excuse me.
Hi, mister. Everyone used to be sick and hungry. I was scared we were all gonna die.
It's probably going to be dangerous. I expect things will get ugly.
No, please. I promise I'll be good.
But with these two now not having any caregivers, I tried to convince them to come with me and be my pack mules because I can always use someone to carry my stuff, you know?
Never mind.
And surely they'll be safer with me than with, well, all the corpses here, right? Spoilers, they would probably die a horrible death. But in the meantime, I'd get some nice pack mules. Unfortunately, I didn't have the charisma to pass this check, so I just left it be for now. I'll try to come back later and pass the charisma check once I have my nice suit and all my chems going. Excerpt from Sarah Schwartz's journal. Yesterday, Carly and I were talking, and she said that Jeremy has a crush on me. Okay, it's Jeremy, not Jimmy or Timmy, Jeremy. It's kind of weird. I mean, we've talked a little bit, but he's always just kind of there. He doesn't do much, but I enjoy talking to him when we do talk. Only thing is that he has bad hygiene. He smells kind of funky sometimes. It's a big for me. I know we don't have a lot of good running water, but come on. She brought up Daniel and confessed that she had really liked him, which I really wish she didn't do. It's not because I don't want her to like him, just that I miss him. I know he was kind of shitty sometimes, but he was still my brother. Talking about how you liked him isn't going to bring him back, or else Jason Deluge would have showed up a long time ago. I don't like Jason like that, but he was like another brother to me, more than Daniel was. Jeremy asked me if I wanted to go sneak out to the MCM exit tonight. Obviously he wants to make his move or whatever you want to call it. I don't think I should, but I told him yes. I just don't know how I feel about him, and I hate leaving the gates. Mom says that the station exits are where the radiation and mutants are. I'm torn here. I should ask Jeremy what we're going to do before we go, because I want to make sure we bring stuff to keep us safe. So we got a couple ways we can go here. Medical Center Station, which is a metro line, I believe. And the other way is down into that same orange line that we went through before, right? With all the mines in it, with the gas and stuff, I think. Yeah, and then this way loops back around to the other entrance over there. Then there's also a different way we can go, which is probably where I want to go. Which is the area to clear out a bunch of ghouls, because over in Boston Public Library, because number one, it's a bunch of experience, and number two, we will for sure get an intelligence bobblehead, plus a bunch of good stuff. Post office station, actually. Okay, post office station is kind of dangerous, actually. That's an area I'll probably want to buff up for, just to be safe. I want to use some berry mentats so I can see around the walls and stuff here. Make sure I have some jet bound. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine, but...
Whoa, we got trouble.
That was nuts.
So yeah, this is kind of a rough place. They do have some decent weapons here sometimes. And,
Someone help!
it's just Alliance citizens, but still...
I lost him. Someone there? You're mine now, rookie. Think you can hide? Don't think. No! What the?
We good? No, there's two more over here.
What just happened?
Not a single shot fired at Wanderer. Very nice, very nice. And we get all other ammo for ourselves. Among the corpses we find 3 that were dead before we got here, not killed by my hand. 2 are not much more than children, and 1 is a literal child. Each of them had a story and a reason why they're dead. These are their journals. T. Mark's field journal. Field entry 46. Those sons of bitches want to take down the line again. I snuck through the minefield and heard them talking about stockpiling some heavy-duty shit. Not just C4 and frags, but mini nukes too. I'm heading back tonight for more intel. Okay, I'm through. But keep the nukes hidden beneath a train car in the Scully Square downtown line. Not sure which car though. I'd want to keep it close. Damn, they're waking up. I need to get out of here quick. If I don't make it, I'll toss the journal. Here's hoping this falls in the right hands. Jordan up for his journal. Ours is a history written in blood, our own for the most part. Federation has spat on us since the beginning for our refusal to submit. They kill our men, they steal our food, they poison our stations, and then they have the audacity to blame us for all their ills. I am proud to fight for my station, and if that means giving my life for its freedom, so be it. Murphy Huffman's journal. We'd pushed them a good ways up the red line, right up to their gates. The war was almost over, we were going to call for a truce. Since we clearly bested them, there was no need to sack their station. They'd been through enough. Besides, the real enemy was above. We needed to band together to survive. That was the popular sentiment here. Why shed more blood than necessary? Ha! That was before we witnessed Marchin's madness. Just as we approached the Red Line gate, they set off some kind of explosion. Took the whole tunnel down. Couldn't tell you how many good men and women we lost down there. Couldn't tell you how many they lost either. William Marchand would rather watch his whole station die in a cave-in than see us pass through his gates.
Man, you picked the... I'm warning you, back up. Find it, reel him in.
Remember the area that was fortified by the Federation where we talked to a guy who called us a dump ass and told us to get our mask off, who gave us our initial quest to join the Federation? Well, if you go past that, there's a giant minefield filled with missiles and mines and all kinds of other terrible things that no one would ever want to cross. Where we are now is the opposite side of that. This links back into that same area. However, we now have a perk that makes it so we don't set off mines, so it's time for us to grab a whole bunch of free mines. Missile. Mine. Another mine. The missile's really heavy. I don't need missiles specifically because I have like 20 of them up there. So I'll drop that to get rid of some weight. Another one. Those all go off, by the way. If you go through here and try to set this off, those all go off as well. Like if a missile is just laying out in the open and it gets hit by an explosion, it goes off. It's a real bad time. There's what I want. The main nuke, which I can't get. I can't pick it up. But I want it. Okay, there's clearly a main nuke here. I think it's just bugged out now. Teddy bear nuke mine? Yeah, that's really a nice find. And then just like that, we're back in Federation territory. Hey guys, I just navigated your minefield. What do you think about that?
Dump ass, get the mask off your face.
I
This
do
is
what
a
I want.
restricted area.
You're not the boss of me. We already had this conversation. I'm not a dump ass. It's very mean for you to say that. Now we made it back home, it was time for me to go and drop off the power armor, get my backpack, drop off any excess stuff I had on me, and then go back through the tunnels and pick up all the stuff I left in the various stashes for myself. This is a pretty tedious, boring process. It's necessary, I think, but I'm not going to be showing it on screen. But all in all, a pretty good outing. We killed a lot of people, we lost some sanity, but we made up for most of it, and we'll get the rest back from Siampa. Found quite a bit of good scrap and some good weapons, all of which we're going to bring back. We made some good progress towards clearing out the tunnels and making our way towards Boston Public Library. But for now, I have to leave you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.